Well, hey there, purple people. Today we're going to learn how to use our jetpacks and blast off to Cosmarium and do a Tusk pilot review from the recent Outpost Zaxius. And while we're strapping on those jetpacks, go ahead and enjoy this amazing photo taken by Trevor Williams. You can see it at Four Horsemen website. You know him as 1/6 Shooter. So let's go ahead and get to know this guy. As I said, Tusk pilot, subject information, common use, red jets, name, Tusk pilot, race, various, affiliation, Tusk, planet of origin, various. Released in Outpost Zaxius. His accessories, which we'll get to those in a minute, include a heavy blaster pistol, wrist blaster, Cosmarium hologram attachment, and 2 sets of hands, and yeah, he has an additional head. And the gathered intelligence on the subject, aka the bio, states that Tusk pilots are near the top of the hierarchy of soldiers employed by the Traders Union of the 5 circles of Cosmarium. This level of recognition tends to foster arrogance amidst the ranks of these pilots, yet their sense of self-importance is well deserved, given the skill and dedication required to climb to this lofty rank within this organization. For all the privileges and status that Tusk pilots are afforded, their position is also a perilous one. There is no margin of error for Tusk pilots, for even the smallest mistake can mean a one-way ticket from the cockpit of a starship to the fighting rings of a penal institution. Hey, if you want to read more about the Tusk pilot, be sure and click on that link on the Source Horseman website to read the short story about the Tusk pilot. And hey, while it's no secret not enough people talk about Brett Stoddard's photography, let's talk about Nate Barch's artwork. The box art on this is, outstanding. I've got the Tusk pilot bio on one side, and on the other side we got the Outpost Zaxius description. And what's that, Tusky? I can't see. This is a blurry picture. Come on, you need to do better, man. Nobody's going to watch this review. What are you trying to show me? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, arrogant. Got it. Yeah, and there he wants me to basically highlight that his picture's on the back of the box. Now let's get into accessories. As we discussed, you got the alternate head sculpt, you got the little Cosmarium hologram, pulse rifle, wrist rocket, not the name for it, pistol, and then of course we got the tubes that connect to the jetpack accessory, which we'll see that in a minute. And yeah, I mean, he's just detailed out, looking great. There's that jetpack. We're going to learn how to fly. The pauldrons, yeah, there's mwah, chef's kiss. Great artwork and detail on this one. I'm not a huge fan of the color red, if I must confess, but this one is just amazing. It's got like that candy apple, just spacey classic vibe going for it, and the head sculpts, it's blue, purple adjacent, right? But just really detailed, and it's got like that wet realistic look. I love it. And like I said, the jetpack's got it going on, got all his attachments, extra pair of hands. He's ready to do business. Let's blast off with this pulse rifle, or blast out with this pulse rifle. And he also comes with the clear pegs that as we discussed, you can attach things with them. So yeah, there's those pauldrons. Look at that art. And why don't we take a closer look at this guy? So yeah, they went all in on the body here. There's a lot of attention to detail. The cloth look to his arms. Got the jet ports all throughout. He's got the open brackets for mounting stuff on his wrists and on his back. Also, that's where the jetpack goes. Tubes. You got a lot of options with this guy, and I promise you're going to see a lot of popping and swapping with this fellow. And yeah, I mean, it's a repaint of the body, but and some definitely reuse of parts. But I mean, just the way they pop and swap, and moves great. He's fluid, he's buttery. The chest piece in the center can be popped out. I know that you got options there, and third-party people have printed those out as well. And one thing that really just made me happy, check this out. It's almost like you get a third head sculpt. Danger, Will Robson, danger. I could see a lot of people repainting that. Just a beautiful figure, all in all, and just keeps getting better with each wave, right? Now let's see this pilot fully dressed up. So got his helmeted head back on there, got his jetpack installed, got that pistol on his hip, keeps that thing on us, got the little hologram there so he can call out Uber Eats and get him a snack whenever he needs it. Got the rifle in his hand as well as the wrist blaster, because yeah, let's make sure we're staying well armed and ready to go. And hey, if you like the diodes printed out there in the back, check out our buddy Kevin Johnson at Lone Wolf Labs. I'll include his info in the description below. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's do some size comparisons. Who wants to compare the size on these? First up, we got Callie and Shun, another hard-hitting figure coming from this wave. Just absolutely beautiful. And the little one-point sling that I made. Speaking of one-point slings, if you like those, reach out to Toyamic. Trey, he makes some amazing sleeves. Mine are just barely getting the job done right, but hey, it's good enough for the picture. Next up in size comparison, we have a half giant scale Greg. Hey Greg, what's going on, buddy? Greg from the studio, just looking buff and you know, obviously towering over the pilot here, but yeah, it's much like in real life. Greg typically towers over most everybody, but hey, he's a friendly giant. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about Greg. Oh, and sign down. Hey Greg, do you mind helping us out with that? Typical to Greg, always happy to help a friend out, and he's handy with the reach. Thanks Greg, you got a soda coming your way on me. Next up in the size comparison, you can run and apparently you can hide too. It's Scary Terry. Funko Rick and Morty series, Scary Terry. Greg, you don't have to shake the machine, dude. Just put in the quarters, I'll reimburse you. And yeah, he obviously is much smaller than the Tusk.
Excuse me, Van?
Callian, come on, it's embarrassing. I'm trying to do a review.
Well, I just thought you might want to know we have a rather large object coming our way.
Figures over 9,000, let's get crash right into us! Everybody run!
Here, that looks like some kind of a spacecraft. Oh, sorry guys, knocked everybody on over. Let's get back on track. Let's finish out this review. So hey, how about another size comparison with what is that? SH Figure Arts Vangita. Oh, and apparently the pilot and Vangita are having a bit of an argument over whose insurance is going to be covering the wreckage here. Oh, come on, Vangita, that's not awesome. Yeah, you guys need to work this out. And while they're working it out, obviously, you can see the pilot towers over Vangita, which most figures do. But hey, enough about that. You know I can't bring in a figure new to the home without introducing him to the fam. We got Richard on the Operative 83 body. There's Vangita. And who do we have in the back? Is that the Wholesome Destroyer God? Oh, it is a Wholesome Destroyer God. Jordan just chilling out. Hey there, cool cats and kittens. Yeah, you might think it's a little corny, but hey, I like to play with my toys, and you should too. Why else do we collect, right? So, final thoughts on this figure. Again, it's crazy. When this was previewed and it went up for pre-order, I was like, red figure, pass. Just get me an all-in. I'm sure I could trade it out for another Altar or something like that, right? But getting him, I'm going to be getting more. I like the alt head. You can use all sorts of cosmic parts, popping and swapping. I can tell you this one's going to be sought after. If you didn't pre-order it, you know, I definitely would recommend you reach out to your favorite retailer and get you one of these. It's going to be sought after, and it's definitely one you can have a lot of fun with, a lot of customizing aspects here, a lot of pop and swap ability, as you know, is common to the line, right? But this one, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, but my buddy Dennis Derby has alluded to an amazing pop and swap that he's got coming down the pipeline for this one, and so I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but hey, Dennis, we're waiting on seeing some pictures. I know you got a lot going on with that beautiful new addition to your family, but come on, you got to feed the masses, my friend. You just got to feed us. So yeah, all in all, like this figure, loving everything in the wave so far. So, you know, I can definitely say this guy gets the Purple Gang Gang seal of approval. So go out, pick up 1, pick up 10, pick up however many you want. Just pick one up and let us know what you think about it in the comments below. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to continue to have fun with it because, yeah, that's what these figures are for. Like I said, let's have fun with them, right? Well, they always put me on the short figures. Hey, didn't see you there. While we got your attention here, I want to direct your eyes to text that's bouncing around above my head. Every Saturday at 9 p.m., we do the PGG live stream where we talk about toys, we talk about a little bit of everything, and we make short videos and have guests, and don't really know how to describe it because it's always different. And hey, we give away free toys, but the only way to win those free toys, you got to show up, you got to like and subscribe. So tune in every Saturday at 9 p.m. to the Purple Gang Gang live stream. And hey, if you could think of anyone else that might enjoy this review, might enjoy hanging out with us, or might just need a little more purple in their life, send them our way. We'll treat them good. Hey, Jordan, tell them who we are.
Purple Gang Gang.